Today on MTG Unpacked, we're cracking open a fat pack of Rise of the Eldrazi. So this set came out in 2010. I've actually been holding on to this box since about April, and I was looking for a special occasion to open it. So one of those special occasions passed a few weeks ago. That was the 2,000 subscriber milestone. So I thought, yep, this will be the time to do it. And a couple of days ago, I started a new Patreon for the channel. So I'd like to give a shout out to a couple of the patrons, early patrons. You'll see their names in the credits, along with anybody else who has signed up since. We have Michael Shoop, Michael A. Bargo 2, Jordan Williams, and Dylan Ware. So thanks for being patrons, guys. Much appreciated. So one other thing, there was a little bit of a secret hidden in the last few videos. A couple of people noticed it. Well, that was about the Jackalope herd. So as you can see, I have quite a few of those. That is one of the patron rewards. So anybody at the first strike Jackalope tier and above will get one of those in your first month as a patron. Alright, so let's get started here. So Rise of the Eldrazi, the big hitters we're looking for: Vengevine, Emrakul the Ian's Torn, Kozilek Butcher of Truth, Ulamog the Infinite Gaia, All is Dust, Linvala Keeper of Silence, and so forth. So ton of value in here, but unfortunately the boxes are horrifically expensive, so that's why I've been holding on to this so long. And also another one I'd like to get at some point is Worldwake. I think that was around the same time it came out, maybe a year or so later, not sure. Leave a note in the comments if you're familiar with Worldwake and Rise of the Eldrazi. And as you can see, we have a lot of pack blessers today. So all of these guys and girls will be helping us with the 5 colors of magic represented. So what do we get here? Player's Guide, card box, booster packs, actually only 8 with this set, 40 card Zendikar basic land pack, spin down life counter, and excerpts from the Teeth of Akum, the Zendikar block novel. And that's something I wish they would do more of. Go back to these novels they used to have. So here is the Player's Guide. We'll get a good look at that at the end of the video, because I know a lot of people just want to get stuck into the pack cracking goodness. And I believe, like always, let's get this cardboard out of the way. We have a bit of a poster here, which I will probably end up damaging this. But let's see if I can get it open here. Yeah, that's gonna damage that. Whatever. Okay, so we have a very cool poster. Look at that. All of the Eldrazi there. So I think the glue was just simply too old. It's like perishing or whatever. So let's put that aside and get stuck into our box. So incidentally, this box is pretty cool. We have these things. That was another thing they liked to do back in the day. Okay. So here's our land pack, and oh, they've also got the packs in here. And the spin down, that's it. Take a look at this little excerpt later as well. So stay tuned for that if that's something you're looking forward to. So if we can get these open without the knife, there we go. So we get a, whoa, what was it, 19? So we get a nice spin down here. Very cool. And we'll get our 4 packs. We'll lay those out for the pack blessing. If you're not familiar with that, that is a very strange ritual we have on this channel to get better pulls. We have the Planeswalkers bless the packs, so to speak. So here is our land pack. Get our 4 more Rise of the Eldrazi. And we'll also take a look at this thing later on, because we need to get cracking here. We've spent enough time already. Let's get these blessings, and feel free to fast forward through this bit because it takes a little time to get some cool blessings here. There we go, all done. Let's get everything together. Alright, so we'll start off pack number 1. And these packs are going to be tough to open, I bet. Okay, starting off here, we have a McKindy Griffin, Overgrown Battlement, Grotag Siege Runner, Merfolk Observer, Guard Duty, Daggerback, Basilisk, Battle Rattle Shaman, Induced Despair, Lava Fume Invoker, Aura Nalid, and for the uncommons we have Oust. And all of this stuff is new to me, so if you're wondering why I'm going through the commons and uncommons, that is why. You can easily skip over it in YouTube, so do that if you want to skip those. Next we have Rapacious One, Soulbound Guardians, and the rare is a Mythic! Yes, what is this? Cast Through Time? I have no idea how much it's worth, but I will pop up the value up in the corner here. This is an enchantment for 7, so instant and sorcery spells you control have rebound. So if you're not familiar with that mechanic, exile the spell as it resolves. If you cast it from your hand, and at the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast that card from exile without paying its mana cost. Alright, that seems decent. Is that something you play in Modern these days, or Legacy or Vintage? Or leave a note in the comments. So get a nice mountain. Oh, look at that. That is a very cool token. Eldrazi Spawn. 0/1, sack this creature, add 1 to your mana pool. Very nice. And are you an Eldrazi fan? If you are, you're probably loving this video. If you're not, you may be a little saddened that we are revisiting the Eldrazi. And this is interesting. So Null Champion got these different levels. So level up mechanic, I'm not familiar with that. Level up 3, pay 3, put a level counter on this level up only as a sorcery. So then you can go level 1 to 3, level 4 regenerate if you pay a swamp. Oh, that's cool. So it's sort of a bit like the sagas that we have in Dominaria. Kiln Fiend, Dawnglare Invoker, Night Haze, Coreline Slinger, Nest Invader, Aura Finesse, Fleeting Distraction, Ogre Sentry, Stalwart Shield Bearers, and the uncommons we have a Corpse Hatch. Look at that. Very sinister name. Merfolk Sky Scout, Soulbound Guardians, and the rare is Consume the Meek. There's one of those big Eldrazi dudes. Instant for 5. Destroy each creature with converted mana cost 3 or less. They can't be regenerated. Very nice. We get a Plains and a Rules tip. So this is telling you about leveling. And that would have been handy if we had this before that last card, the common we were looking at. So if you want to learn more about this, freeze frame that. Next pack, who do we have here? Looks like a Gideon. So maybe Gideon's blessings will get us something crazy. Next up we have a Dawnglare Invoker, Goblin Tunneler. We love the goblins. If you also love the goblins, leave a note in the comments. Laybear, Growth Spasm, Goblin Arsonist, Regress, Night Haze again, Stalwart Shield Bearers, Wrap in Flames, Shared Discovery. Whoa, I'm going crazy here again. So exciting. So, Ogre's Cleaver is the first of the uncommons, and you've got a good peek at Traitorous Instinct, Bramble Snap, that's an interesting elemental guy, and the rare is It That Betrays. So this is a creature Eldrazi, 11/11 for 12 mana. This thing is massive, and I like how he's sort of going outside the card border there. So he has Annihilator 2. Whenever this creature attacks, defending player sacrifices 2 permanents. And whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent, put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Nice. Alrighty, got an island and a rules tip about Eldrazi. So that is very interesting. I'm not going to read that. And what do we get on the back here? Seriously fun. Yes, it is. If you have not played Magic the Gathering before, it is seriously fun. And in fact, I may be doing more MTG Arena streaming this weekend. If you've not checked that out, that's in open beta. Fantastic game. So sign up to that. Check it out. Pretty soon they're going to have the friends list feature, so you'll be able to challenge me on there. That will be a lot of fun. Maybe you can challenge some other YouTubers. That would be fantastic. Next up we have Flame Slash, nearly said Stash, Prophetic Prism, Gloom Hunter, Regress, Induce Despair, Frostwind Invoker, Stomper Cub, Vent Sentinel, Kozilek's Predator, Totem Guide Hartebeest, and for the uncommons we have another one of these level up cards. This is the Kabira Vindicator. Skeletal Worm, look at that artwork. That is fantastic, love it. Very cool. Phantasmal Abomination, and rare is Bear Umbra. So enchantment aura for 4, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has, whenever this creature attacks, untap all lands you control. And we've also got this totem armor ability. So if enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. Oh, look at that. Cool artwork on the swamp. Loving the basic land stuff here. That's pretty cool. And another Eldrazi rules tip. We are halfway through. And don't forget, we're going to take a look at some of those other goodies in the box. So if you're interested in a bit more than just cracking packs, you want to see what the booklets look like and so forth, stay tuned. We'll get to that in a moment. Reinforced Bulwark, Stagger Shock, Eel Umbra, Battle Rampart, Totem Guide Hartebeest again, Zoff Shade, Seagate Oracle, Snake Umbra, Battle Rattle Shaman. Uncommons we have Explosive Revelation, Irresistible Prey, Phantasmal Abomination, and rare is a Thought Gorger. I just love the names in this. Creature Horror. He's a 2/2 for 4 mana. With Trample, when Thought Gorger enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each card in your hand. If you do, discard your hand. And when Thought Gorger leaves the battlefield, draw a card for each +1/+1 counter on it. Some nice card draw and counters. We get an island and another cool Eldrazi spawn. And wait, what is this? Wait, that is a foil rare. Holy cow. Realms Uncharted. Instant for 3. Search your library for 4 land cards with different names and reveal them. An opponent chooses 2 of those cards. Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest into your hand. Oh, put the chosen cards into your graveyard and the rest into your hand, and shuffle your library. Very nice. Very happy to get a foil rare. I don't know if that's one of the big hitters. I suspect not. But again, during editing I will find out. Pop up the value in the corner. Getting near the end now. We have Smite, Bloodright Invoker, Might of the Masses, Eland Umbra, Battle Rampart, Night Haze, Ogre Sentry, Stalwart Shield Bearers, Spider Umbra, Skittering Invasion. That looks pretty cool. These crazy Eldrazi running over the landscape. So that's first the uncommons. Juraga Tree Speaker, so another one of these level up cards. Surreal Memoir, which I believe has been reprinted in one of the Modern Masters sets, I'm not sure which one. And the rare is Maldaya Channelers. So this is a creature, elf, druid, shaman, 2/2 for 3 mana. Play with the top card of your library revealed, and as long as the top card of your library is a creature card, Maldaya Channelers gets +3/+3. And as long as the top card of your library is a land card, Maldaya Channelers has tap, add 2 mana of any one color to your mana pool. Okay, next up we have a mountain and a rules tip card about totem armor. So telling you about that, if you want to read more about that, freeze the video. Oh wow, we are doing well with the foils. So this is a uncommon foil, Kabira Vindicator creature, human knight. It is a 4 mana cost, say 2/4, so leveling up for 2 in the plains. Level 2 to 4, other creatures you control get +1/+1, that's 3/6. And level 5 plus other creatures you control get +2/+2 for a 4/8. So is that something you have done back in the day, the leveling up? How did that work out for you? Sounds like an interesting mechanic, and maybe they'll bring it back at some point. Well, let's see what we get in this next pack, if I can ever get it open. Okay, what do we got here? Prophetic Prism, Champions Drake, Brood Birthing, Regress, Ikaral Outrider, Frostwind Invoker, Ondu Giant, Dread Drone, Hyena Umbra, got a lot of these Umbras, Narcolepsy, and for the uncommons we have a Nokana Cutthroat, Vampire Warrior, it's pretty cool, Oust, Escaped Null, Zombie Berserker, look at that thing, hideous. And the rare is a Chajuru Preserver, so this is a 2/1 for 2 mana creature, elf, shaman. Spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to sacrifice permanents. And a nice swamp, and another totem armor tip card. Alright, let's see, I've got my tip cards messed up here. Last pack. All our hopes and dreams are on this final pack, people. I don't think this has been an especially crazy box, but that could all change with this final pack. We have Growth Spasm, Distortion Strike, Evolving Wilds, Deprive, Might of the Masses, Spider Umbra, Demystify, Nema Silt Lurker, Lizard, I thought it was more like a hippo. Massive jaws there. Venerated Teacher. And for the uncommons we get another Kabira Vindicator, non-foil this time. Afagard Hound. Guard Gomazoa. And rare is a Hellion Eruption. It's a sorcery for 6. Look at that thing. Sacrifice all creatures you control, then put that many 4/4 red Hellion creature tokens onto the battlefield. Just when you thought you'd be safe in the middle of an open field with no Eldrazi around for miles, this thing pops out and says hello. Wonderful. Plains, and another rules tip about leveling up. And another foil. 3 foils in one box. That is pretty good. We get a Lagak Lizard creature, Lizard 3/3 for 4 mana. Just a simple lizard there, common lizard. Alrighty, so next, that is our pack cracking goodness. Let's look at some of this other stuff here. So, as usual, or not so usual, I would say, some of these older sets seem to have fold-outs like this. So, how to play, what you need. You can see one of these older core set intro packs. Tells you about expansion symbols, the battlefield, library, graveyard. Some planeswalkers here. Jace, Liliana, Chandra, Ajani. So we don't have Ajani and Garuk here today, but they are doing pack lessons. And a bit about getting started, your first game, and so forth. So this is very helpful for newer players. study that stuff. That's a good start. Get used to everything, and it does look horrendously complicated when you're first playing Magic, but eventually you get used to it. And we have these, so this is not actually the novel, but it's just a sample chapter, so that is pretty cool. In the Teeth of a Coombe. Has anybody read this? By Robert B. Wintermute. Sample chapter, so yeah, check that out. What's this? Walk the Blind Eternities, Test the Metal, Matthew Stover. So we're talking way back in 2010. They discontinued that at some point in the intervening years. And the Player's Guide. I love to collect these things. Fantastic. So a new kind of magic. They're talking about the Eldrazi's leveling up. Daily double, protect and serve. What else do we have here? Eaters of Worlds. Emrakul, Ulamog, Kozilek, all the big Eldrazi. Planeswalkers, Gideon, Sarkhan. And the top 10 coolest cards. Let's see if we pulled any of these. We have Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, Transcendent Master, All is Dust, Stagger Shock, Kargan Dragonlord, Palakaworm, Wall of Omens, Lighthouse Chronologist, Inquisition of Kozilek. I know that one's a popular one in Modern. And Eldrazi Spawn Tokens. Those are particularly cool, so I will agree with that. And here we go, Card Encyclopedia. Love flicking through these. You can actually, if you go to mythicspoiler.com, that's a similar sort of thing. You can see a gallery of all the different cards. So they go through the different colors with blue, black, red. What else we got here? Some green and some colorless and lands. Yeah, liking what they did with the lands here. Some very nice artwork. And a card checklist. So if you want to collect them all, here you go. That's the complete list. Very nice. So that is it for Rise of the Eldrazi. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings. And be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. And in a moment, I'm going to be scrolling the credits for the patrons. If you want to be a patron for $1 or more, you can have your name in the scrolling credits and be immortalized in video. So thanks for watching and have a great day.